Hey everybody, this is Rob Gauthier, the ET Whisperer. How you guys doing out there? I hope all of you guys had a beautiful new year, beautiful holiday, whatever it is that you celebrate. I hope you had a beautiful one. And it's been a few weeks, but I'm back. I wanted to come on real quick to share this very interesting recording that Aridif did. And it's about the traumas that are related to our extraterrestrial contact and our traumas as they're related to AI. Very interesting information that I thought you guys would be very interested in. It actually came off of almost an hour-long channeling that we gave to our Discord channel. Everyone who was there got to listen to it for free, and we kept it as unlisted video and only kept it over at the Discord to kind of get people to join us up over there. So if any of you guys are interested in joining Discord, the link will be in the description. I also wanted to let all of you guys know, any of you who are interested in the group channeling classes, I've got more information about that after this channeling is over, and also some information about sessions and session types and calendar availability and all that stuff. So after the channeling is over, I will share all that stuff with you guys. I hope you guys enjoy this channeling with Aridif. I love you guys, and I'll see you on the other side.
As humans, your own DNA is a part of your internal technology, your own DNA crafted by several different races who played a part of the co-creation of the Earth collective consciousness, who played that same part in the birthing all of your energy and co-creative collaborative means, allowing your own consciousness to be in multifaceted, multi-technological, in multi-dimensional development. Each portion, each change, each race that lended their own DNA or utilized other races' DNA played a part of that elaborate co-creation. Placing a part of that energy is also part of your trauma. Recognition that the construct of those who create life and that life turning upon them to kill them runs deep in your own genetics. Your epigenetics and stalled family traumas run deep with this construct. Imagine yourself as the first iteration of human beings that left their second density co-creation with only one another and were jumped forward drastically by thousands of years into that third density consciousness, and having done by an external source of consciousness, an entity that intruded upon your planet from your perspective, giving DNA from their own desire to utilize you as a working labor force. By working with that energy and working with that trauma, of course it runs deep through genetic ancestrals, and it did not stop there. Several iterations, several races, several co-creations allowed that to be a repetitive trauma. Some entities came to the earth in kindness afterward, in their own mind and hearts, believing that they were adding their own interest into the earth collective form to help those poor souls that were manipulated and monster-sized by accumulating DNA, that of reptilian nature, that of humanoid Pleaidian nature. Anunnaki holding both genetics of those that are Pleaidian feminine consciousness and that which was draconian reptilian consciousness. Knowing that these two thresholds alone are drastically different and cause polarity itself, yet knowing that the races that felt they could help or assist or separate the consciousness of polarity, created more polarity by adding their own DNA function to the co-creation. And the other races that would come forward would be that more malevolent in their intentions and desire to remove that which was placed to hold difference in that polarity and create higher polarity, or create more genetics of reptilian, or create simply their own genetics, so that they would have a race that would be compatible with hybridizations. Letting that sit in your mind, letting it set into your heart, and understanding this in the most wholehearted manner, it brings anger to some of you. It brings fear or frustration to others. It brings an understanding and calmness to yet others, but still underneath all of those emotions are trauma. Trauma that runs from your first ancestor in the human collective consciousness. The first version, whether it be direct in their own DNA connection and a direct management of your DNA from that co-creation, or sexually interacting with human beings, creating hybrids genetically and physically without manipulation of DNA and simply a sharing of the seed to that of the egg. And of course, this consciousness runs rampant throughout thousands of years of cycles in the human collective form, and more trauma becomes. Now, understanding the trauma is important to understand where you are now. Looking at your 1800s and 1900s, multiple stories are created with that own knowledge, the deeper place of understanding. Frankenstein was a monster that was created from that construct of the being that was known as Dr. Frankenstein. And once his own manipulation of this physical being's body parts were sewn together, life was given to this entity. And in that entity was immediate imbalance, the story replicating that of the first Anunnaki's inhabitants. Recognition of that energy that created imbalance and polarity. And of course, what occurred with this monster? It turned upon that which created it. There were several times in the Anunnaki's second inhabitants of Earth in where humans turned upon those that came back to help rebalance those humans, to help teach those humans, reminding yourself that the Anunnaki in their first visit into Earth did not care deeply for humans. Only a small sect of those beings divide the energy of their own self to the humans to pay attention to them, to give support in the way that some humans support all animals, cats and dogs. It was a fondness of these beings, but not a care for their free will. And knowing this, in small percentage, the majority did not feel that same construct of energy, emotion, and attachment to those entities. Instead, they treated them as the workforce they desired to own and to create, and it brought anger genetically. During that second visitation, after several DNA changes were created, after several dozens of generations went forward, second growing of that carnation and co-creation was of course not one in where all beings only saw them as a workforce. Most of the beings that worked in Earth were there simply to teach and to try to fix the damage that was caused from the very first. Thousands of years giving them realizations as a race. The small group of those that felt bond grew larger and created groups to go back and to help. And these groups were attacked by humans themselves. Now, of course, the technology that they utilized did not allow them to be killed, harmed in that way, but it was a simple attack, creating some of those Anunnakis to physically harm the humans in order to protect themselves from further harm. This created more fear, more anxiety, anger, and lashing out at those beings. Those beings were forced to go off planet, showing the humans that they cared for their own traumas. Before leaving Earth at that moment and forcing those entities off planet, the humans that felt that trauma reverberated the trauma back into the Earth collective consciousness, although the second group of Anunnaki helped a great deal to rebalance certain imbalances that did occur. That energy still held true to the Earth collective form, and multiple iterations of DNA changes afterwards continued to hold that trauma true. Now you are going forward in time to your now moment. You understand the nature of your own internal technology. And for the majority of humans, your external technology is expanded much further outward than that of the internal technology. It has become much greater in its expansiveness and the utilization by your human collective than that of the internal technology. And although most humans in this moment are starting to understand more deeply their internal technology as full density abounds you, then of course the utilization for the start of the awakening, the internal technology is expansive. The energy of those that are working in external technology also are continuing at what humans would perceive as neck break speeds, introducing technology after technology, increasing leaps and bounds, and the utilization of these technologies are also as dualistic as the human collective itself. Of course, many of those technologies will be utilized to make jobs and lives easier for humans, others to create more resistance against the larger human format, to benefit a small group of those that are human in nature. And of course, this creates further imbalance in the feeling of technology. You can utilize the construct of a gun. Your gun in technology is a beautiful protective weapon for those who live in a dualistic system, who may be attacked by those who are highly imbalanced. It may be a beautiful machinery or technology to utilize hunting animals in order to eat them. It may be a beautiful technology to have excitement and shoot at targets, yet other humans utilize them for the harm of same human form. Others utilize it to create militaries and suppress its populations. Others create it for mayhem specifically, and the cold-blooded murder of other humans. That technology is not inherently evil nor good. It is only manifestation of the person holding that weapon. In the right hands, it becomes a great and beautiful thing, and in the wrong hands, the most horrific construct. The same that is said with your computers, with your supercomputers, with your leanings towards the quantum counting technology for the computerization of your home computers. All of these things that are perfectly not inherently one form or another. Only a utilization and a manifestation, projection of consciousness with the human that holds front and center in co-creation with that technology in the same form. Inner technology is also utilized in the same fashion. Most humans believe you cannot tap into your inner technology without being positive, loving vibration. And of course, this is also not fully correct within that alignment of all humans holding inner technology natively.
Hey everybody, I hope you guys really enjoyed this amazing concept, and it goes even further into the AI aspects, technology, inner technology, outer technology. Really great stuff with Aridif. Beautiful consciousness and integration and talking about how the mechanics of that works. So if you guys, like I said, want to join the Discord, you can always join. There is a group of about 150 of us over there at Discord. And there's literally there probably someone at least all day long. If you go there, there's people online. You can go in the chat room, say hello to people, and you can get on the microphone and talk to people. We're going to be adding some more spots for our channels there, like practicing channeling, where we get everyone open mics. You can come in and practice your channeling with other people. We really want to help make the Discord place our one place where we're practicing our channeling classes together. Not doing the channeling classes, that's something different, but after people learn the techniques, to go and practice with each other. And we think Discord will be a really great place because it has all the archived chats from text chats, and anyone can grab a microphone and come on at any time. Cell phone, laptop, you can jump on Discord immediately and talk with people across the world who have the same interest in channeling, ET Whisper, metaphysics, and all of that good stuff. Secondly, we wanted to say that the 29th of January this month will be our group channeling class. You register on the website on Eventbrite. We have the link down there also. You can join us. It's a 3-hour class where everyone has the opportunity to ask questions. We talk about different techniques and different energies, but the prerequisite is to go check out the playlist on my channel called Free Channeling Classes, and there's 2 channeling classes there. I would say go check that out because every technique we use is based off those techniques, so it really helps to know those if you want to go further. But that's kind of what we're doing. We're in the process of doing 1 or 2 more videos right now, looking through editing, finding the right parts, getting that shared. And we also have another announcement too as it comes to the session. Right now we've knocked our bookings from 3 months backlog on private sessions to about a 2-week wait at the most with the group sessions. This is 5 people each getting 20-minute slots. We did a video about it. We're going to show a bit more example of what that looks like coming very soon. That's one of the videos we're editing now, and it's going to be really amazing, guys. So anyway, just keep your eyes peeled. It's the beginning of the year. We're really going to kick it off this year, and I'm glad you guys are here to be a part of it. Thank you so much for all of our Patreon people. Thank you guys for all of you who follow the YouTube channel here. We love you guys so much. We're so grateful for you, and we love you guys, and we'll see you on the other side.